Well, good morning, everybody. It is Heidi Kaisend at Hen and Chick Studio in Conrad, Iowa. Good morning to all of you. What a glorious day. A day to be grateful for, a beautiful sunrise this morning that God gave us, and for everything that is ahead of us. So glad that you are joining me for day 3 of 5 days of unboxing. By all means, we love to know where you are watching from. So be sure to jump in the comments and tell me good morning from wherever it is that you might be watching from. And you know, what is your favorite choice of morning breakfast or beverage? Are you a coffee drinker? I did have some homemade oatmeal muffins this morning from our Second Harvest cookbook. I love those oatmeal muffins. Are always good. Sometimes mom adds blueberries and things to them, but they're always a great little starter in the morning. And I had a protein shake too, so that's always yummy. And good morning, people are jumping on. We've got Minerva and Jolynn and Carolyn and Liz. Good morning. And you can see your friends also here. See people you know. I love it. So good morning to everybody. Okay. Wow. I feel like it is just an exciting week around here. Now, I told you that today was sort of like unveiling of some new classes and some new surprises, that kind of thing. Would you believe that UPS delivered some more fabric yesterday? So, in addition to everything I already was going to talk about today, we've got 2 more boxes of fabric to open up. They're sitting over here to the side, and we will get to those in a minute. But I have just a few things that we've got to go over. Okay, so first of all, if this is your first day of watching our 5 days of unboxing, not to worry. You can go back and watch. Remember that if you're on our website, on the live shopping tab, all of the videos are easy to find, the ones that are previous. We also load them up to YouTube. That's a good place. But let me give you a couple of website addresses also, just to kind of recap what we've been doing. And I love it. I see, oh my gosh, we've got everything from Minnesota to Missouri to North Dakota. This is awesome. Even Florida. Good morning, Florida. Awesome. I love it. Okay, so day 1. Awesome Lori Holt fabrics. So henandchickstudio.com/Lori Holt. LORIHOLT. So henandchickstudio.com/Lori Holt. That's where I'm going to be putting everything Lori Holt, so that if you want to go to one spot and just see the kits that you can get, the fat quarter bundles, which we've been cutting, they're gorgeous. Everything is right there. Day 2, yesterday, so exciting. We unveiled brand new kits from the Whole Country Caboodle, the Wrapped in Love pillows. We talked about the Wrapped with Words pillows that are coming. I love it. We even announced our new sew-along called the Caboodle Sew-along, because we're using a free pattern from the Whole Country Caboodle. It is a wonderful, scrappy project. I'm giving you lots of time to get it done. You can start downloading now. So again, henandchickstudio.com/Caboodle. CABOODLE. That's Caboodle. We're going to have oodles of caboodles of fun as we make that project. So again, at that page, you can download the pattern. You can learn about the time schedule. You can see that it's due July 16th. So I'm giving you some good weeks here to work it in between graduation and gardening and probably some vacations starting and holidays and all that kind of stuff. So great way to use up your scraps. Okay, so today is day 3, and I have kind of a list. I don't have a lot of things to show you, but we're going to talk about a lot of things. I do have like the little black box. The little black box. This is our Be Surprised box that I have introduced, and it is going to be $98.95. This is a one-time thing, okay? It's a one-time thing, and I'm calling it the Be Surprised, $98.95 plus taxes and shipping if applicable. And in it, you are going to get an adorable kit for a wall hanging. It's about 39 inches square, I think is what the measurement is. You're going to get everything. You're going to get the top, or pieces for the top, the fabrics for the top, the binding, and the backing. So everything will be included, and the pattern, of course. Plus, I love to put in little extra gifts. So I've packed this little box full with some things that will just leave you, I hope, to be surprised. And so there's a limited quantity of these. Once they're gone, they're gone. Of course, taxes and shipping if you have to ship it. If you are a feathered friend, and I got a lot going on in the next couple days, but if I can get it all, if you're a feathered friend and are already paying shipping and you want to add this to your feathered friend package and you don't mind it being maybe Monday before I get it all shipped out, go for it. Add it in. We won't charge you the shipping for it, okay? So that's a way to, I'll say, do double duty. But anyway, it's our Be Surprised kit. All right, so that is number one. So if you like a good surprise, that's what it is. You can just call it your own mystery quilt for that matter, whatever you like to call it. Now, along that lines, I just mentioned Feathered Friends. A lot of people do not know what our Feathered Friends program is. So I'm going to tell you just real quickly, I'm going to do my 30-second commercial here, is that it is a monthly subscription program where you are sent a newsletter and fabric or fabric and pattern product that is it is a surprise to you. You do not get to pick it out. It is at a certain level. So if you are a chick, you can come in as a chick, a hen, or a rooster. And obviously each one is more expensive. I try very hard to make it as simple as possible. So without giving away exactly what is going to ship or be ready at the end of this week for our May Feathered Friends, let me just kind of describe how this works. So chicks, hens, and roosters, $29, $49, $69 plus shipping and taxes as applicable. You can pick it up in the store. So the chicks, everybody's getting the same pattern. And the pattern is roughly, I think, 38 inches square in this particular case. 38, 40, somewhere in that. Okay, somewhere in that ballpark. So this is how it works. So the chicks are getting the fabrics, the main fabrics they need. I'll say the colorful prints, no background, no backing, but they're getting the binding so that it coordinates. So they'll just have to add a little background fabric, which I feel in this particular case, very doable for anybody to have in their stash or easy to get. The hens step up one, right? So now they're getting the pattern, they're getting the main prints, they're getting the binding, so everything that your chick got, plus they're getting the background fabric. Then we go to the roosters. They get everything that the hen got, plus they get the backing fabric. So it just depends on what level you're at as to what you get. But here's the deal I have for you. So roosters kind of course, get the extra stuff, right? In the spring, they get a special bag. And in the fall, they get what I call the golden egg gift, which has been very different every time. And so the roosters have already gotten their spring bags. And here they are. So this we don't sell these in the store. We don't there's no whatever. But I ended up with 2 extras. And I decided that today, if 2 people sign up to be a rooster for the rest of the year, then you're going to get the bag rather than me toting it around. And, you know, I thought I'd rather share them with somebody else. So if you sign up today to be a rooster, now you can go to our website and go to shop and go under shop all products and there's feathered friends and you register for a rooster. Or when the store opens at 10 o'clock, give me a call, okay? And the first 2 people to call and register to be a rooster will get one of these bags from the spring special, okay? So even though you're just joining today, it has to be a new feathered friend. And you can join always. You can join anytime. You, of course, can end anytime too. It's not a once you join that you can't stop. Of course, we hate to see you go because we love to keep you inspired, but we also understand that sometimes that doesn't work. So there's, I try to make it as easy as possible to be inspired. But anyway, we would love to have you sign up to be a rooster and get not only the adorable May project that we're doing, but also an extra little goodie in your bag, okay? So there you go. And those of you, there's several of you that are watching right now that are feathered friends. Thank you for being a feathered friend. One of the big things that you get as a feathered friend is that you get a discount on all product all the time, unless there's some exclusion. So again, that's a part of it. You get a 10%, 15%, or 20% discount anytime you make a purchase. So that's a pretty good deal too. Okay, all right, moving on. There are always so many fun things happening as far as like new patterns coming in. So I wanted to touch base on couple different things. First of all, Terry Atkinson got this brand new pattern out called Crosswalk, and it is so nice. And I always love Terry's patterns, that she has a variety of sizes and they're easy instructions to follow, that kind of thing. So just because we love to play with fabric here, I had to show you what I am envisioning with Crosswalk. And you can tell me, yes, make a store sample and a kit. No, don't. So I would say, if you like what I'm going to show you, say yes, Crosswalk. And if you don't like it, that's okay. But let me see how many people of you like it. Okay, so I kind of liked the tones that were sort of subtle. So I went to the brush stroke collection. And let me pull out the subtle colors. I'm sorry, my bolts underneath. Will they hold up? Oh, it's starting to lean a little. We'll see. We'll see if I can make it. I always say, this is when I say, it's a good thing we don't deal in China, because if it all falls over, it'd break, right? Fabric. Not a problem. Okay? So it required 6, I'll read it, for a lap quilt, 48 by 72, 12 fat quarters or 6 half yards. Now I easily could have pulled out more brushstroke fabric. I love this collection, but I went with 6 fabrics, thinking a half yard, and then you need a contrast. So this is my contrast. Here, I'll lay it. Can I lay it there so you can kind of see? So that would be these pieces in here. Okay. And then binding, haven't decided on that, but probably repeat one of the colors. So what do you think? Does that call for a good kit? I think those fabrics are just beautiful. I know you can't see it as well. Maybe I can. Hold on. Let's do a quick, oh, it's not too bad, but let me come up just a little bit closer here for a second. And isn't that just pretty? Subtle and pretty. I just love that. Just love that. Okay, try not to get you all seasick or anything as I move the camera around. Okay, so that is one new project that we're working on. Okay, so that's Crosswalk. Then, let me get over here to my pile of goodies. These aren't even in the system yet because they're so new, and you are the first to see them, okay? We had a great time on our bus hop, and our bus hop people will recognize this very pretty charm pack from Riley Blake. It's called Picnic Florals from my Mind's Eye. Okay, that is the fabric, and I'll turn this around so you can kind of see all of them right there. I don't know if that's too easy to see. Here a minute. Hold on. I got to get it out. You got to be able to see a little bit more. Okay. And so let's see if I can kind of give you just a little taste of some of the colors that are in there. Yellows and pinks and the greens. There's stripes. There's flowers. It's just a sweet, sweet collection. So, two things that have inspired me with these charm squares. And one of them is to take the Cluck Cluck Sew pattern called Summer Runners. This is another new pattern that we've gotten in. And it takes, to make the zigzag runner, 24 assorted 5-inch squares. And so this one at the bottom, this zigzag one, is the one we're talking about making. And then we pulled in a beautiful neutral and a fun pink to just really, I'll say, pull it all together for making this, this runner down here. So this is going to be a kit right there. I love it. But we have a few of them. So we went looking, and oh, this has been one of my favorite quilts from day one. We've made it in a couple different different ways. I know some of you have made it from stuff that we've done. So I'm using the Stripology Mixology book from Gundren Erla, GE Designs. And Gundren and her Stripology rulers are wonderful. If you did not have pre-cuts like 5-inch charms and kind of stuff, you can easily cut your own with the Stripology ruler. Okay. But my favorite quilt, I should have put a sticky note on it so I didn't have to flip through. Hold on. Is this one, Charm Shuffle. I love this quilt. I think it is just a wonderful, wonderful quilt, and it uses 5-inch charms. Let me show you in another, like maybe it's like to see it here in a diagram. I think it is a great quilt. And as there's a lot of piecing involved in those blocks. I think Jane would agree with me on that. Our customer Jane, I know she made it. So like it for a lap quilt, 52 by 71 inches, it takes 78 squares. So you would actually have to purchase 2 of these in order to make the lap size quilt, probably 4 of them to make a full twin kind of thing in order to get that. And we're not getting the yardage or anything to go with that. So anyway, I love that idea as well, charm shuffle and using those charms. So if any of you want that idea, again, I'm going to try to get these on the website next so that they're all up and for sale so that you can purchase them as you need. And, oh, I love it. Joanne is from Toma, Wisconsin, and she thinks she should go on a road trip to Conrad, Iowa. I love it. I love it. We would love to have her road trip. Love to have any of you road trip. Okay. So that is that new fabric. Then also wanted to, just because these are the kinds of things that sometimes it seems like it's been so long, but we have been trying to get in, and one of the products that's been on back order is the Color Fast Sew In fabric sheets for inkjet printers. And this time of year when people are trying to make graduation quilts and put photos on graduation quilts or make labels, this stuff comes in really handy. So I wanted to let you know that we have it back in stock. So if that is a product that you have been wondering about, we have that back in stock. Okay. Now, a new class. We're going to try something different here. And I'm always up for trying something different. I have met a woman, her name is Jenny. Jenny K Quilts is the company as she goes by. And she lives in Colorado. So it is not just like easy for her to pop in to Hen and Chick Studio and to teach a class. And one of the things that she is doing more and more of is teaching virtually. So it allows us to take a class, broaden it so that any of you, so if you're in Wisconsin, Minnesota, Illinois, Florida, wherever it is you're watching from, you could actually take the class from your sewing room from Hen and Chick Studio. We also are going to put it up on the big screen, and the plan is to put it up on the big screen in the new retreat center in the Coop on June 25th. And the class, I think, is something that you all would enjoy. It's about binding. It's about how to have beautiful machine binding, how to keep it straight, how to make it so it's not wavy, how to get it done on the machine. And I'm so excited to be offering this class, and you can sign up today. It is, so if you go to Hen and Chick Studio and you on the tabs, you'll see classes tab. And I'm trying to keep it very affordable. There are some supplies you need. The supplies are not included in the fee. The class fee, I believe, is $22. Let me just say that. I've had too many numbers in my head. Yes, it's $22. And it is June 25th. So I'm trying to get plenty of time to get this on your schedule from 3 to 6 p.m. It's a 3-hour class. So my hope was that we would not take up your entire evening, but if you had to go to work for a while, maybe you only had to take a half a day off if you need to take a time off of work. So hopefully it will work into everybody's schedules. But June 25th, beautiful machine binding with Jenny K quilts from 3 to 6, virtually or in person. So what we would do here in person is the Zoom class would go up onto the screen, and I would be there, if you want to say, as a facilitator to help, and we would just join together and try, and follow along with Jenny as she teaches the class, because it'll be live. It'll be a live class. We, of course, will record it, and anyone who has paid to take the class will get the recording. So that is something that if for some reason you sign up and then something happens and that you can't come, you would have a recording of it. But it's going to be so much better to be in person and to be able to ask questions of a great teacher firsthand, right? So super excited about that. I know sometimes people dread binding, and it should be the best, but it should be your favorite part from the standpoint that that means your quilt's going to be done. And that is what I want to have you feel like, is that instead of it being a chore or being something you dread, that instead you look forward to it and that you know you can do it successfully. So binding class, June 25th. All right, the other thing I want to announce are 3 retreats, 3 public retreats that we're hosting that are going to be happening, and a little different than what we've done before. So the first one, and one of these is on the retreat page and the other 2 are in the classes page. So if you're on the classes page, you might already start to see what I'm about to tell you. Okay, so the first one is Hello Summer Retreat. It's a 3-day, 2-night public retreat that is going to be happening in the Nest because the Coop is already booked. So it'll be happening in the Nest, but it's just a great time for you to get out of the heat and come indoors and work on the projects that you want to get done. So you bring your own craft, whatever craft that is that you want to do, and you join a group of people. It will be limited because our space is limited. So we're going to have a maximum of 10 people that can sleep here. So if we do have some day retreaters, certainly then we can have up to 15. But 15 will be the maximum. So if you're already thinking, man, I'm going to need a little summer break, a summer cool down, this might be the public retreat for you. So Hello Summer, July 19th through the 21st. That is all. Again, if you go to the retreat page, you're going to see a banner that says Hello Summer. Click on that. It'll take you to the product and give you all the different options for how you can sign up. Okay. Then a brand new opportunity. We're going to give this a try because I love handwork. So we're going to do Handwork Happiness Retreat. And that is going to be August 27th and 28th. Again, that will be in the coop. But here's the deal. No sewing machines allowed. No sewing machines allowed. Hand embroidery, English paper piecing, hand piecing, hooking, beading, knitting, crochet. What other kinds of things could we use our hands with, make with our hands? That cross stitch, did I say rug hooking? That would be another one. It is going to be, I want it to be a different vibe. I want it to be all about our handwork, some good conversation, maybe some gentle music in the background, or maybe some exciting music. I don't know. But it is going to be a public retreat. Again, Handwork Happiness, August 27th and 28th. Certainly, it can be whichever you like. Go home and sleep in your own bed or stay here. Obviously, in the coop, there's a maximum of 8 beds. Depending on where the nest is at that point, at the moment, I think the nest is open that night. And so we could certainly accommodate more people sleeping if we needed to in the nest. So anyway, there's some different options for you. But that is Handwork Happiness, August 27th and 28th. So wool applique, embroidery, all those kinds of things. Needle punch. Got some new stuff coming with that too. So excited about that. Okay. And, even I'm going to say machine binding, but doing the handwork. So if you are the kind of person that likes to hand stitch one side of your binding down, sometimes it's just nice to have a nice place to do that with a big table. That would also be something you could do. No machines allowed. Okay. And then on a completely different note, it is important for us to take care of ourselves. That is not a selfish thing. That is an important thing. It's like putting your oxygen mask on, right? They always say, put your own oxygen mask on first before you can help anybody else. And that is so true. So we're going to have a retreat on a Sunday afternoon that's going to be called Live Mindfully. I've got a yoga instructor coming. I've got somebody who's going to help us understand the importance of journaling and writing. We've got some other fun things planned. I don't have them all in concrete yet. So I don't want, I'm going to tease you just a little bit here, but I want to start getting you thinking about that date that's coming up because that will be September 29th, 1:30 to 4:30. And it will be a small group. If you say, oh my gosh, I've never done yoga before, not to worry. I've already talked to the yoga instructor. She's lovely. There's things such as chairs. You don't have to get down on the floor. If you are about trying to fill your cup, lift yourself up and I mean that in a sense of wellness, then this could be the class in the afternoon for you to get out and enjoy the company of others who have that same mentality. If you, we're going to be putting up a link to yoga mats that are recommended, that kind of thing. And so if you want to get down on the floor, certainly that is encouraged as well. So again, we've got some other things planned with that afternoon. I really expect it to be a very fulfilling type of afternoon with the instructors I've got coming, but we're going to limit that to 20 people. So if that is something that you would enjoy, again, mark your calendar, get your seat chosen for that. The registration has opened for that as well. So, all right. Okay, I'm looking down my list. How are we doing? Got all sorts of things happening. Okay, so I think we're down to opening fabric. How does that sound? Okay, so let me move. And you know what? I didn't grab a scissors. Here, oh, good thing there's a scissors over here. Okay, I'm set change. I'm trying to get it over here. There we go. So that we can get right in to the middle of this. Okay. I think I know what's in here. So we're gonna, yes, it is. Oh, cute. Cute. Okay. as we just get to these nice spring days, shall I sing a little? It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Yes, the Christmas fabrics are starting to come. We're just starting to see them. And I have a very specific plan for these fabrics. But I'm pretty sure one piece did not come. I don't think it came, but I'm going to show you what we've got, and then I'll tell you just a little bit about it. Okay, these are from the collection Once Upon Christmas from Sweet Fire Road. And I'll show them to you, and then we'll talk a little bit about it. So there is a pretty green. Oh, I always love a good stripe, especially a diagonal stripe. What do you want to bet that's my binding? I can't remember exactly, but I bet that's my binding. This sweet pink holly. Great snowflake. Okay, let me see here. Find my scissors again. Ugh. Okay, there's another snowflake in here. Oh, this is just too cute. Okay. Ornaments and Santas. Doves. Trying to get the plastic off so you can see it just a little better. Very pretty doves. Snowflakes in red and white. Oh, let's go this way. I should have left it over there. All right, poinsettias. Love this. I think this is the outer border. Yeah, that's the outer border because there's 2 bolts of that. I know that. And then, oh, yeah, wait, no. Maybe there's even, maybe even 3 bolts probably because of the border. And then we've also got that poinsettia in green. Okay. So the bolt that did not come yet is actually from a different collection. It's called Dear Santa. And it is a 1-yard panel of a red work outline of Santa's head and his beard. I fell in love with it. I just loved it. But part of the process here when as a shop owner is that when we look at fabric, right? Just like when you walk in the door and you're either moved by a certain piece or a piece calls to you, it speaks to you. I don't know about you, I have fabric speak to me. Don't you have fabric speak to you? That it's the same way when I'm buying fabric, right? And if it doesn't speak to me, then I'm thinking it's not going to speak to you, right? I got to be able to speak. It's got to speak through me. And I fell in love immediately with this Dear Santa panel. Again, it's a 1-yard panel, the big red work. And if you don't know what red work is, it's like a red line on a cream background. And it was, again, it was just stunning. It's supposed to be coming at the end of the month. So this kit will wait just a little bit to get cut. But I didn't like I'm gonna say what was presented in that way. So we kept going through fabric and kept going through fabric. And there were pieces of this collection that I just showed you that I loved as well. And then she showed me, the sales rep showed me a pattern. It's actually a collection called Noir, N-O-I-R. It's Halloween, not my cup of tea taste, but I loved the pattern. So I've already uploaded the free pattern on our website called Noir. Noir, French Noir, N-O-I-R. And so that is a free downloadable pattern, and it is a skeleton pattern. It's got a skeleton on it and these like pieced squares and then an outer border. Imagine, this is where I love to play with fabric. I love to play. So instead of the skeleton in the middle, it'll fit the Santa. And then there'll be red and green. I thought of it's going to look like wrapped candy going around it with then this as the outer border. Are you visualizing for me? Visualize. This as the outer border, and I'm pretty sure the green stripe is the binding. But it just felt like it was going to be a perfect Christmas quilt, something that you could hang on the wall, because this Santa just says it's got to hang on the wall and welcome people to your home. Or it could easily be thrown on a bed or something like that. But that is my vision. I know that probably sounds funny, but it is. It will all come together when the panel comes and I get all of those kits made. But I think it's going to be an adorable Christmas gift. So hopefully that will be ready by early June when the next piece of fabric comes. So sometimes we got to hold on to this and then wait to show all of it to you. All right, everybody, I have had a great day 3. I hope you have too. If you have any questions, as always, make sure you give us a call. There's a lot happening at Hen and Chick Studio, and we don't mind at all if you call and say, hey, I want to know more about this, or I want to know more about that. We love to help you, and that's what we're here for. So until tomorrow, day 4 of our 5-day of unboxing, and tomorrow's going to be fabric. I know exactly what it is. I do know it's going to be awesome. You're going to love it, and we will talk then. So until later, be creative.